Good morning, students. Today, I would like to start the new concept interpolation and extrapolation. So, in your textbook, it is a chapter number 4, which carries totally 8 marks, one 1 mark question, one 2 mark question, and then one 5 mark question. So, totally it carries 8 marks. So, see, in the first PUC, we have already come across this concept interpolation and extrapolation. So what have we learned there in the first PUC? Just we learned how to estimate the missing value among dependent variables y on the independent variable x. The same way, there we have seen calculating either interpolation, I mean within the range missing value calculation, or outside the range missing value calculation we have done. Only single process we have done, either missing of within or outside in the first PUC by using the concept binomial expansion method as well as the Pascal's triangle. You might be remembering all these concepts. Now in the second PUC, what we are seeing here, interpolation and extrapolating value. I mean both missing values can be calculated. Both missing in the sense, in the first PUC either interpolated value or extrapolated value we have found. But in the second PUC, interpolation, I mean missing value of in between as well as outside together can be calculated by using some set of methods. So together we are calculating the missing terms. In the first PUC only one, either inside or outside, either inter or extra we have calculated. But here together we have to calculate. Two missing values can be observed at a time by using the binomial expansion method as well as another method. Shall we go to the concept? So here come the introduction of interpolation and extrapolation. See, interpolation and extrapolations are some important statistical techniques of estimation. So this interpolation and extrapolations just for finding or estimating by using some statistical techniques, estimating interdependent variables. Like let us see. So let us consider x and y are two interdependent variables. That means x is a independent variable and y is a dependent variable. So that means by seeing this concept you might have understood that dependent variable y we have to estimate on the independent variable x. The value of x results in the variation in value of y. So we are estimating the value of x, I mean independent variable, by solving the dependent variable y, right? So the value of x results in the variation in value of y. Just look at here. Let x, x0, x1, x2 and so on, xn, and y, y0, y1, y2, y3 and so on, yn. X values are independent variables and y are dependent variables. Now the missing value of y from y0 to yn and then yn plus 1 and so on, either inter or extra, should be observed, calculated. If you want to estimate y for any value of x between or within x0 and xn, it can be done by the technique of interpolation. See, if you want to estimate y for any value of x, so y, as I mentioned, it is a dependent variable, x I mentioned it is independent variable. Now we have to estimate always the value of y by using the value of x. So that is the reason I mentioned earlier they are interdependent. X and y variables, they are interdependent variables. One which depends on other, we call it as a interdependent, isn't it? Now if you want to estimate y for any value of x between or within x0 and xn, it can be done by the technique of interpolation. So inter, in, within, this way only you just remember. If you want to estimate any value of y, if you want to estimate y for any value of x between x0 and xn, it can be done by the technique of interpolation. The same way, if you want to estimate y for any value of x which is outside the range, so x0 and xn I said, now xn plus 1 and so on, outside the range after xn, then this can be done by extrapolation. So within means interpolation, outside the range extrapolation. So generally this interpolation and extrapolation concept is for finding or estimating the missing value of within as well as missing value of the future term outside the range. So for that reason this I and E, interpolation and extrapolation concept, is made use of it by using some statistical techniques. Now let us see the definitions of interpolation and extrapolation. The technique of estimating the value of dependent variable y for any intermediate value of the independent variable x. So I underlined intermediate in the sense within, between x0 and xn. The technique of estimating the value of the dependent variable y for any intermediate value of the independent variable x is called as interpolation. Now extrapolation, the technique of estimating the value of dependent variable y for any value of the independent variable x which is outside the range of the given series. It is called as extrapolation, within and outside. See, both these definitions already we learnt in the first PUC, right? Interpolation, the technique of estimating the dependent variable y to the intermediate value of independent variable x or within the range, that is called as interpolation. The same technique of estimating the value of dependent variable y to the independent variable x outside the range, that is called as extrapolation. Now we have some limitations or assumptions while calculating this interpolation and extrapolation. We have some assumptions, limitations. We have some limitations over it. Okay, what are those limitations? While solving the method of interpolation and extrapolation, those limitations has to be followed thoroughly, right? Let us see the assumptions. These are the three assumptions. Assumption number 1, limitation number 1, no sudden jumps in the values of dependent variable from one period to another period. As I mentioned, missing value of y must be a value of x, or within or outside. It should be either within or outside, but the missing value of y must be the value of x. That is what we mentioned to calculate I and E, interpolation and extrapolation. But we cannot go on jumping. See, suppose some set of observations were there, like the previous table I'll show you. x0, x1 and so on xn, and y0, y1 and so on yn, right? So these we call it as arguments, these we call it as entries y. So these entries, if any value is missing from y0 to yn, say example y2, the missing value of y2 must be a value of x2 only. It should not be like anywhere, like y2 for x3, y2 for x0. Sudden jump cannot be done. So the missing must be a value of particular corresponding value of x2. So that is the first limitation, right? So exactly where the value is missing, the missing value and its corresponding x must be there. That is our limitation. So we cannot go on jumping, no sudden jumps. From y2 calculation we cannot calculate for x3. We have to calculate for x2 only, for y2. So this way, the assumption number 1, no sudden jumps in the values of dependent variable from one period to another period, right? Next, there must be a sort of uniformity in rise or fall of the values of dependent variable. See, this y dependent variable from y0 to yn, some sort of uniformity has to be maintained. Uniformity in the sense, either in an increasing order or in a decreasing order it must be. Ups and downs should not be there. That is the one among the three most important limitation. That uniformity has to be checked. So the calculated of dependent variable y, all the observations must be in a uniform manner. So in a same order, either increasing order or decreasing order, ups and downs should not be there. There must be a sort of uniformity in the rise or fall, increasing or decreasing of the values of dependent variable. That is a second assumption, limitation. The third one is there will be no consecutive missing values in the series. As I mentioned earlier, interpolation and extrapolation, either interpolated value or extrapolated value in first PUC we have calculated. But now together we are calculating. Two missing values will be there. At the same time, ensure that those two missings should not be a back to back. Two consecutive missings should not be there. For example, y1 is missing. Immediately y2 missing should not be there. Remember. So consecutive two missing observations cannot be calculated. So if y1 is missing, there must be around y3 and so on somewhere here. Immediately after y1, y2 should not be missed. Clear? So that is the meaning of this point. No sudden jumps in the values of dependent variable from one period to another period. Sort of uniformity in the rise or fall of the values of dependent variable. There will be no consecutive missing values in the series. These are the three assumptions. Remember. Okay. Now let us see the methods. See, to calculate this interpolation and extrapolation, first year we learned binomial expansion method alone. We have many methods like that, Lagrange's method, so and so. Many methods were there, Newton's advancing method, binomial expansion. So like that, many kind of methods were there. But we confined to only two methods. One is binomial, another one is Newton's advancing difference method. Remember, these two are the methods which we are dealing in this concept. Now, so there are two methods. One is binomial expansion method, BEM, and the second one is Newton's advancing difference method. So these are the two methods we confined in our PU2 syllabus. First year we learned only binomial, that too calculating of only one missing value, estimating the missing value of only one, either inter or extrapolating. Okay, within the range value missing calculation or extrapolating, outside the range value calculation. At a time only one single value we can calculate. In the first PUC we have seen that. But in the second PUC, two missings, one within and other outside, can be calculated together. Right? Same, the Pascal's triangle you might be remembering. One like that, one triangle. Later I'll be showing to you. So let us see the first method, binomial expansion method. This method is the simplest of all the methods, which can be used for both interpolation and extrapolation. Binomial expansion method is the simplest and one and only method to estimate both inter as well as outside the value calculation. Interpolating as well as extrapolating value can be estimated, calculated by using the concept called binomial expansion method, BEM. In the previous year, we have studied the interpolation of single missing values using this method, right? As I mentioned just now. In the previous year, we have studied the interpolation of single missing value using this method. But now, we will learn to estimate two missing values, one within and one outside the range of the given data. So, now in the binomial expansion method in PU2, we are going to learn the two missing observations at a time, one within, one outside the given data, right? So now what are the conditions to apply this binomial expansion method? How we would come to know that this method, the binomial expansion, should be used? Of course, in the question they will be mentioning, but if not, how to observe? Point number one, condition number one, values of the independent variable should have a common difference. That is, like here see, x0, x1, x2 and so on, xn are there. The values between these should have a common difference. Suppose from x0 to x1, suppose x0 is a 5, this is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now what is a common difference? 5. Otherwise 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The common difference is 2. So that way, whenever you observe the data, there must be a common difference in independent variables x. That is what I am saying it. The values of the independent variable should have a common difference. So, and the value should be in a arithmetic progression, AP. Right? So this is condition number 1. Then what is the second condition? The values of x for which the value of y is to be interpolated must be one of the values of x. See this example, the meaning of this one. And then the first condition. See 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What is the common difference among the observations, between the observations? 5. So whenever you calculate any kind of problem in interpolation or extrapolation, see to that there must be a common difference in independent variable x. Yes, common difference is there among the x values. Then y, the missing value, the value of x 15, for which the value of y is to be interpolated, must be one of the values of x. That means here see, x value 15 is there, but that y value is missing. The value of missing value y must be a value of x or not. So for this missing value, they have not given like 15 to 20, around 18. We cannot take for 18 this missing. As I mentioned earlier, interpolation does not support, there will be no sudden jumps. Right? So the missing of y must be a value of independent variable x. So the missing of this one is a value for x15 and the missing of this one is a value for x25. So here only all the points I'll cover. Let us see, no sudden jump. So the missing of this one must be the value of x, that is x15. There is no sudden jump here. For this missing they have not given for this, or for this missing they have not given anything of this. Exactly the missing of this one corresponding to this. Okay. And then no consecutive missing. See, back to back missings are not there. One and then given and then missing. So there must be no consecutive missings that you have to observe. And another thing, there must be a uniformity. After calculating these two missing values, these y should be a sort of uniformity manner. I mean uniform manner, either rise or fall, increasing order it should be, or decreasing order it should be. Right? So that way only we have to observe. See, general observation after listening all these. Common difference between x, that should be observed. Missing y must be one of the value of x. Yes, it is observed. According to the above example, missing value of y for x15 is possible to calculate, but the missing value of y for x equals to 24 is not at all possible. So the method of interpolation cannot be. So this is how the calculation. See, according to the above example, missing value of y for x equals to 15 is possible. Same like this, for x equals to 15, the missing value of y is possible. But the missing value of y for x equals to 24, see 24 is not given, in between it is. The missing values for 15 it is there, for 25 it is there. So there must be no sudden jump. Exactly the missing must be value of particular x. So this missing value for 15 only should be calculated and this missing value for 25 only should be calculated. It cannot be calculated either in between or any other value. So that is not at all possible. Interpolation cannot be used like this condition. Another one is missing value must be the value of x. That also we have observed. So in the next video, we shall see the problems based on binomial expansion method. Thank you.